there, in this video we're going to make a pen holder and the only piece of hardware you're going to need is a keyring. Here are the measurements for our pen holder. So we are going to need a 7-inch tall by 3.5-inch wide plus interfacing, because these two sections need interfacing and this piece does. The strap part will not need interfacing. So keep these two pieces the same fabric, 7 inches by 3 inches. These pieces of fabric can be a one-sided fabric, so if there's another upside down to it, then it doesn't matter. This section does need to be multi-directional because we are going to fold this in half like that. And I have left this interfacing loose so I can show you exactly how we put this on. This interfacing is a light interfacing and it has a rough texture on one side, which is the glue side. The next piece is the strap piece. We'll be folding this up and then making a loop, and then that is what is going to be holding on our keyring. This is the only section that does not require any interfacing. These two pieces of our pen holders have our interfacing already on. So I am going to start with this section here and I'm going to turn it wrong sides. And then I'm going to find that rough part of the interfacing. I'm going to place it face down over the top and I'm going to use my iron. I'm going to press. It's generally best to press on the interfacing section, sorry. Always follow the manufacturer's directions of whichever interfacing you are using. Once this longer section has the interface on the back, we are going to fold it in half like so. And we're going to give this a press at the top. Place this piece to one side and get your loop section. You're going to turn it over. We're working on the wrong side. We're going to fold in half and we're going to press. If you're sensitive to heat, wait for it to cool down, and then once it's cooled down, you can open it up. This then gives us a line for the center, and we are going to press that into place. Taking the other side, we are going to do exactly the same, and then press into place. Then we're going to fold that section in half and press into place again. I will then get some wonder clips and just keep that into place like so. Taking the folding pocket, we can also place that so it's just lining raw edges to raw edges together, and then get some wonder clips and clip each side. We're going to take our loop section and we're going to sew down each side once to close this up and seal it down, and the second side is just to keep it all looking nice and pretty. I sew using the Baby Lock L-Tear. It's a sewing and embroidery machine. I place a Gutermann white regular thread in my top, also in my bobbin. And in my needle, I have a 9014 Microtex needle. I'm literally right almost at the very edge, and I'm going to stitch it into place. I'm going to do the same with the other side. While we're here, I am going to stitch this into place as well. I'm going to increase the stitch length on my sewing machine to about a 3.5, and right at the very edge I'm going to attach this to the back of my pen holder. I attach this section because I don't want to be messing around keeping everything together when I could just baste that into place. So I am going to take off these loose threads. just because they're irritating really. Now we've got this loop, we're going to fold it over, and this is a good time to actually put your keyring in. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but it just makes it a little bit easier. So I'm just going to put my keyring in there. So then the keyring will lay flat like this. First, we need to find the center. So what I like to do is just fold this in half like that. Give it a nice, firm finger press, and that will create a crease, and then we can mark it. And then I know exactly that I want to put this loop in the center of that. So it depends. You can have a really long loop, you can have a shorter loop. It really doesn't matter. It's whatever preference you have. I'm going to probably have mine about there, and I will cut the excess off. I'm going to go to my sewing machine again and tack that down so it doesn't move on this next part of the project. Next thing you're going to do is take that final piece of fabric, and we are going to line it up with our other fabric. Then we're going to take some under grips and grip all the way around. Let me show you for reference again. We have the right sides facing together. So all you're looking at is the wrong side of the fabric. You're also going to want to make some mark reference for yourself, because we want to turn this right sides out, but we're not going to sew all the way around. So you're going to start at one of your marks. This is about, I want to say, 3.5 inches that I've left myself. You're going to start here, go all the way around, and stop at your other mark. So take it over to the sewing machine, sew 1/4 inch. When you are sewing this project, you do want to reverse over them beginning stitches and that end stitch here. So when you turn it right sides out, the threads do not become loose. So now we're going to flip everything right sides through that opening. Push all your corners out with a chopstick, and then you're going to take this over to your iron, and you are going to press this into place. And you're going to press it into place so both of these openings are parallel to each other and they look nice and pretty. Take back over to your sewing machine and sew right along the edges, and that will then close this gap up. And now we can put our pen into our pen holder. Hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe so you don't miss my next tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye now.